This is Natalie from 9.arrow from the Netherlands, and I'm here to work a little bit more on the Slimline journal. I have two videos where I create the cover, and I also selected papers for the insert. The second video I made the binding, and I put in 3 signatures. At the beginning I had 2, but I split these again and made 3, so they are thinner. And I also did, I showed that on one paper in the last video I made. I rounded the corners over here, but also on this side. So that way you create a kind of a notch, if that is how it's called. I'm not sure at the moment, but that way you can slide in the paper underneath the elastic. And it doesn't crease or get ripped because the elastic is too tall for the actual, what am I doing? Actual insert. I'm just, okay, I think I have it fixed. And it lays very flat, as you can see. And I really like this. I think I will cut these a little bit slimmer. So a little bit more narrow, but I will do that after I worked on it, because my goal was to create some sort of pocket, and maybe it will help me to get a sturdy base if I fold this. So I'm not going to cut this, because then when I fold it, it's even smaller. I back these with the real vintage slimline papers. These are real documents, and I made these as a tall digital, so you can use the documents in your journals, of course, but you can also use these as backing when you have, this is the one I really like, backings if you work with a slimline journal. And this one is a free backing paper in the free papers that I have in my Facebook group that we did the domino challenge with. It's still sort of running, although officially it ended, but it doesn't matter if people still post. We will get those names. I have been busy cutting out elements from the kit, and also partly from the free papers, because these are from the free papers. This is also from the free papers. Yeah. a lot to play with. This is from the free papers. This is also from the free set of papers. I didn't cut out these. I didn't cut out every single page because there is a lot to play with. And so this goes in here. And these are tags that I created to show you what the domino challenge is. And these are these items are all in the free set of papers. And we also have those words. That is also a sheet that comes in a Facebook group as a free paper to play with. I created the elastic binding, and I had a bow, but yesterday by accident I already tied it together. But what I did, I just made a double knot. That's all I did. Over here I brought it as high as I could, because I thought, well, maybe I can create some sort of dangle with this. But I want it to go downwards. The elastic, I didn't tell you that yesterday. I forgot when I made the video. I purchased this in Spain, but it's 3 millimeters, the thickness. Normally I have like 2 millimeters, but this works great too. And this was just 3 meter for 75 euros then. So I thought just bring it along, because elastic is difficult to buy at the moment in the stores. In the Netherlands it is. Well, my craft store it is. And online you can purchase, but like I said, you have very cheap elastic. I'm going to take it up again because I don't like it. But the tension is bad, and it's I don't know, because there's some sort of rubber inside that is, well, the elasticity. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it the right way, but this needs to be a certain. It has to snap, and if it's just like blah, blah, it doesn't work. But yes, let's work on the cover some more. I think I did something yesterday, but didn't finish because I thought, no, I have to do it on video. But sometimes I'm just chatting and at the same time doing stuff, and then I forget I want to show you on camera. But you saw me show these. These are from the same cardstock as the cover is, and I have this one now. And what I did is punch a hole because my idea was to, of course, I need to cover the cardstock, but my idea was to do this. And then glue this over. What I am going to do, maybe this is a little bit too thick though, not sure. But it needs to, maybe I should score. I'm going to try and score this. Yeah, I was checking if it was straight. So somewhere in the middle, but this is not easy to score, as you can see. Because you can't really push into the scoreboard. And the reason why I'm scoring this is I thought, maybe I thought wrong. If I put this like so, and I have this sort of lightly banded, and just only glue the sides, the elastic is still free to move underneath, and it's not as bulky. I hope this makes sense. But the only thing I don't like is that it's slightly too wide. But that can be solved, of course. I just need to... Oh, it's very hot in here. I have the air conditioning, sorry, on heating mode. But it's... I'm exploding. Maybe I need to just cut off. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight because I'm going to cover this with fabric. So it's going to be okay. But it is rather bulky. So I'm not sure if this is the exact right. Maybe I need to. Let me see. It's too short, obviously. I also have this. Maybe I can use this piece. That is what I use to mark the holes. Let me see, because that could work too. Then I don't have to throw this away. think this could work better. Okay, just going to fold it the other direction. This seems a bit weird, I know, but it's going to be okay. I am going to put, well, I'm going to use tape for that, paper tape. And it's for me, it's always, what I want to do is to have a construction that works, but it's not like bulky, because in the past I would have glued this for sure, and then at the end thought, oh, maybe it's a little bit too thick, I should have done it differently. But yeah, then I already put it on, so I couldn't. But I'm just going to cover this with tape. Not sure if I can stick this down. And this is just the underlayment. I'm not sure how to say that, but this is the base to create the, okay, I think I will just cut this off because it's very annoying. Okay, and we have this. Need to fold this over like so. Punch a hole. Like so. I still have it set on the length that I used for the journal. So that's why I know this is the right length. Otherwise I should have measured, of course. But this can be okay. Okay, it's slightly too long. Or am I able to push it upwards a little? Okay. Second attempt, because although it's measured, it needs to be just a little lower. I'm just eyeballing, I'm not measuring. And what I might do is this can work. Okay, I need to cut this slightly slimmer or taller or shorter. Shorter, that's the word. I'm so sorry. It's not straight. Of course it's not straight. Okay, this is straight enough. Doesn't have to be perfect. I don't need these. So, okay, let me see. This can go on here. Is this too wide? No, this can be okay. So now I created a base that I can glue onto my spine. But I can cover this with lace or whatever I want. And I had this. But what I'm going to do is do this. I'm just using a glue stick. And what I want is just that this is sticking out on the side. Like so. Okay. Now I want to cover it with other pretty things. And I went to my box of fabrics, which I think 90% comes from the Two Sister Jam ladies, from Dana and Stacy. They gifted it to me. This one doesn't, but I think that's the only part that's not from them. Let me see. I also have black lace. I thought, okay, this can go on, but something, I need to glue something underneath. And of course I have more laces. Let me check with the other laces. So I found this lace also. I don't think this is from Two Sister Jam. There was a lady, she was so nice. She sent me all these. This is from Two Sister Jam. And I'm just checking if I have enough. Yeah, okay. Then I'm going to use that. Oh, again with the... I'm not sure why this happens, but this the tip of the glue constantly disappears into the lid, so it stays on this side. So I have to put it out. Maybe after a while this happens. I don't know. But I need to order a new empty bottle. So maybe then it's fixed. Let me see, how long do I need? Just going to glue this over here. Maybe not too far to the side. Like so. Okay, now we have this. And I'm just going to... And of course, this is not showing now, but when you have the journal, and it might be me, but it's very wide. I have to see if I need to make it. I need to make it smaller. It's a little bit too wide. But you can still see the little border that I glued underneath. I think I need to glue it on like so. And this one goes sort of over. Does this make sense? I think this is better. And I might, I'm not sure, but I might cut off this piece. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to sew it on like so. Something like that. also had the black, which I wanted to put on top, like so. And then I also had where's the green? Over here. Do I want it in the middle or not? I don't think I want that. It was what I had in mind, but I think now when I see it, maybe I need to do this. And maybe I also need to, why do I have these? Oh, there's a kitty cat on the door next to me, so I can put it over there. Where are these? I should put something like this over. Maybe this, not the white. Or maybe not the black. The black is very black. I don't know, it's really in your face. Maybe it needs to be like this. I don't know. Maybe the black was right. Maybe I can just leave it like this. Maybe that's an option. Maybe I just need to sew and see what we got, because I can always add another layer. That's not difficult to do. I'll check. I covered up the hole that I made. And I think I will cut these. I'm sorry. Because it's too wide with the curved. Okay. Okay, let me do some sewing. Can I still find a hole? This one needs to be over here. If you don't have a sewing machine, You could also glue this, of course, but you have to have a very strong like fabric glue that really works. Otherwise it's going to mess up your project. It's going to punch a hole in this part, which is difficult because it's nothing. I'm going to do it later. First I'm going to sew it on. My first step is just sew this over here, and then I'm going to add this. So you will see me back when I did the sewing. So, and I'm just going to punch this. I sewn this over. It's not in the middle. Yeah, I moved it from the middle a little by accident. I didn't plan on doing that, but I did. Because I still have sewing machine issues. The tension wasn't good. So I have to bring it to the repair guy, but I think I can just do that after Christmas, not before Christmas. I'm just going to add a little bit of fabric, like so. And I'm just going to add loads of glue on here. And I make sure I do not glue on the elastic. You could do this over the whole elastic piece. I'm just going to do this part. I'm pretty sure I don't need to shift the elastic anymore, so it will be okay. And I'm just going to press it. And add tons of glue. Because my sewing is terrible at the moment. As I said, I have tension issues. Just going to press and go over it with the bone folder. Just going to do this. Well, I need to fix something because it is sticking out a little bit. And you can see the terrible sewing. So I think I'm going to glue this behind. Because you see all the stitching sticking out. It works great on paper, but apparently on fabric it doesn't work. Or maybe it's everything I pulled up together that doesn't work. That's an optional. That's an option why it doesn't work. Sorry, but I'm just going to do this. Just Is it better? Maybe I should do it like this. It needs to be covered. And I'm so bummed because I thought I managed to fix my sewing machine, but apparently I did not. And the other one, I have two. I am blessed with two sewing machines, but the other one is broken too. I'm also going to add this glue over here. Well, first let me do the other rescue lace. Although the final part I did sew, and I did manage to sort of reset the tension, and I think that worked. So maybe it does work on fabric, but maybe I had the settings wrong. I don't know. Just pushing this inwards. What a nightmare. Well, let's give this a go. Okay. This side is going to work. Now I need to fix the other side. Oh, it's very wet. But this is an all-purpose glue. Oh, it's not even, I thought it was the fabric glue. I also have fabric glue from that brand, but I think this will work too. It's okay. It smells terrible. Okay, let me cut this to size. Okay. I'm still debating if I'm going to cut this. And I am. Because I don't want this to stick out that much. Okay. And now I need to do the same over here. Sticky. Okay, this is how it looks now. It does look okay. But yeah, obviously, if I made it just a little smaller, it would have fitted perfectly. But that would have meant that I should have measured. And I never measure. But I'm happy with the result. And there's basically nothing we can't fix. So every mistake you make, you're always able to fix it. You just need to think a little bit about outside the box and let go of the plan that you originally had, because yeah, it's a bummer when things go wrong, but it's not the end of the world, of course. It's just, you just have to adjust a little. I also need to add a little bit of glue over here, because there doesn't seem to be any glue. And I'm just going to clip this. I'm not able to clip this. It's the same size. Bummer. Okay. I have tons of these, of course, but not over here. Okay, just let it dry for a while. This is going to be the front side. And now I also want to decorate the cover. Okay, the cover. I need to come up with something for the cover. I want to use laces. Definitely want to use laces. Like this one. These are so thin, so beautiful. Yeah, I have so many items, and in case you wondered, these are 99% of these in the box is from Two Sister Jam Ladies. This is I love this, but it's a little bit too white for this journal. Although this is white too, but I like this. Okay, let me see. Maybe I can create a pocket over here. Like so. A little higher. Look how thin this is. So beautiful. Another applique. Also very pretty. Okay, I want to turn this into a pocket. Something like this. But I need to, I want to have vellum underneath. Here I have some vellum. This, I found this in the thrift store, so I have no idea what the actual size is. Hold it like this. Is it going to be too slim? This could work. Just going to cut it. Now I can do two things. I can make it like so, and then you actually slide in here, or have it double so it's more sturdy but still see-through. I think I will go for the double option. And add some glue. Maybe I should change my channel name to the Messy Crafter instead of Line.Arrow, because I'm so messy. It's just everywhere. Could you put this over here, like so. Trying to not add too much glue, but it does need some glue, otherwise I'm not able to sew this together. Okay, maybe I need to take this down. And what I'm doing, I'm just taking it down a little so I can fold this. So it's a little bit more sturdy. And I'm not using the whole piece. Otherwise you will see the brown everywhere, and I don't want that. I'm going to do the same on this side. You could also use like a regular tape, the transparent type. Okay. Now, as you can see, not sure if you can see, but over here you see some of the vellum, but yeah, that's not a biggie, and it needs to be like this. Do I want to add something on top? I don't know. No, it's too black. So this, like that, and maybe something from the kit on the front, or maybe a real button. Let's see. so many things. Okay, let me see. I think this is too big. I can put this on front. Maybe this one is better. It's a little darker. Or this one. Or this one. I don't know. Maybe just do this. Or maybe add a real button. That would be nice too. And maybe I can add something over here. Something like that. Well, first, let me sew this together. Still debating if I need to do it like so. I think I'm going to sew it like so. Yeah. Okay. Fingers crossed with a sewing machine. Okay, I have been sewing. The tension is good at the moment. I did peel off a little bit of the tape over here because it was a little bit more visible than I thought it would be. And I'm also trying to do that over here. I'm just going to add glue in here. Okay, I got this. I think I said I wanted to do it like this, but I was sewing and then I saw that this is still open. So now I'm thinking, what if I just trying to see if it will fit. Just need something I can slide in. You could do this. Oh, that's fun. And you can also have this over here. So I think I will leave it like this. That also means I can't put a button over here. Also means I can't put a button over here because it's very difficult to sew a button on right now, as you can see. Although maybe I can manage. But maybe I don't want a button. Maybe I just want to leave it like that. No, I'm just going to leave it like that. I am going to add something on the top. So this is going to be like so. And this is going to be like so. I can glue this on. And you see the stitching sort of lines up with the journal by accident. Take off these. Where's the pocket? Just figuring out if I'm going to sew over the cover again. I don't think I'm going to do that. No, I'm going to glue it. Oh no. No. I wanted to add something extra. That's it. So this. Just go on here. On here. I'm debating if I want to add like pink underneath. Or maybe this. Yeah. I need to add this. How am I going to cut this? Like so. Okay. And I also want to add this over here. This is nice. Now I have this. Let me check. Ooh, I like this. Now I'm also debating if I want to put it over here. Yeah, I'm going to add that lace over here too. sticky enough. And this is just to secure the pocket, and things will slide in easily. I'm just going to tape the piece that I folded down to. Okay. Also debating if I do need to sew over it again. There's a tiny bit of tape showing here, which I don't like. I think I will go over it with the sewing machine one more time. I sewn over it again, and when I was sewing over here, I thought, well, maybe I also need to add a little bit of lace over here. And I'm going to do that. Wrong scissors. So I'm just going to sew this on. Maybe like so, or straight. Straight. Yes, so I'm going to stitch this piece on. So I did sew on the lace on top of the pocket. Just need to cut this. I think I need to cut it over here too. How am I going to do that? Okay. Like what I see. I'm so glad I managed to put back on the tension while sewing on fabric. Let me see. Everything sticks to my. I need to put this on. I really like this. And then I could also have this piece. Sticky glue everywhere. Could do it like so. Maybe like so. Not sure about this. Also not sure about remember. Okay, but I can work on that later. It depends on what I'm going to put in the pockets. If it's going to be highly embellished or just a small piece. I don't know yet. And maybe it will also have this included over here. Something like that. Still debating if I need to put this on here. But I can still do that. And now I need to figure out I really like this. The only thing is just a tiny bit of glue. Yeah. And now I just need to glue down this pocket. Or something. Yeah. Oh, the smell. It's terrible. Oh, the glue is everywhere now. I'm just adding a piece of lace. I think it needs this lace. Something extra. Okay. Just going to close this because I think this is the final part that I will do today in this video. Otherwise my video will be very long and I don't want to bore you. We just want to inspire you. Ah, this looks nice. And we could see this over. We could put in, for example, this one. Maybe like so. So this is a great pocket. I'm happy. This needs to dry. Oh, look how cute this is. And if you want to check out the items that I received this from Two Sister Jam. They have an Etsy store. They also have a Facebook group because they are also hosting the challenges from Nine Arrow together with Sophie from Sophie's Crafty Corner. But if you are interested in visiting their shop, because they have a lot of things. Of course, some items can return. Sometimes you have different items. It's always unique. It's never the same, but it's always great value for your money, and a lot of fun working with all those laces. And beside laces and fabrics, again, the nozzle, they also have like papers and stuff like that. So they have a lot. But I will put the link of their Etsy store below this video. Yeah, this is it for today. I hope you liked the video. The next video we will work on maybe embellishing this piece. And I'm also doing a live video today. I'm not sure if I have this video uploaded before I'm doing a live. Although it's 7:30 and the live video will be at 11:30. That has to do because we are doing it together with Sophie, Dana and Stacy. So yeah, it's very late for me, but it's rather early for you over there. But I will make sure this video is uploaded before that, so I can work on embellishments pieces during that video. But yeah, this is it for today. Show you the spine again. I'm still debating if I need to add the green on here too, because the black is very black, although it does work. But maybe I'm also able to sew on buttons over here. Maybe that's an option too. I do have I'm not sure if I'm going to use this one. We will see. I have seam binding. I didn't incorporate it into the cover. I want a separate binding thing, or I'm going to punch an eyelet in here and an eyelet in the back and then have something to tie it down. That's an option too. I don't know yet, but this is what I got today. I hope you liked the video. It's so tall, the journal, it's not even in frame, but I hope you liked the video. And if you did, maybe want to leave me a thumbs up, maybe you want to leave me a comment. I love reading the comments. I always will respond. And if you're new, maybe you want to be a subscriber. I also have a Facebook group. I have all the links down below. I have a Facebook group, I have a Facebook page, and I have a Etsy store and a Ko-Fi page. This kit is something I designed. It is the Holy and Hearth kit, and it is on sale in my Etsy store. And there is a sale at the moment. If you purchase several kits, I think 6, you have 50%, and if you have 10, no, 6 is 50. Let me check, one moment. And I'm all over the place at the moment. I'm going to check on my phone. I can see it over there. Not very well prepared. Let me see. If you buy 4 items, you will receive 40%. If you buy 6 items, you will receive 50%. And if you buy 10 items, you will receive 60%. So I have 40, 50, 60 off. The more you buy, the more discount you will receive. You don't need to put a code in or anything. It will automatically be deducted from your purchase. But yeah, this is the video for today. Like I said, I hope you like it. Maybe I was able to inspire you a little. And make sure you follow the next part so you can see what else I'm going to do. Or if you're just starting to see this video for the first time, I have 2 videos prior to this one where I'm constructing the whole base of the journal, making the inserts, the elastic binding, etc. So it is sort of a video series how to make a elastic binding slimline journal. But this is really it. Stay safe, stay creative, and I hope to see you the next time. Greetings from the Netherlands. Bye bye. Bye.